A single attack on Israel could spark war with the entire Arab world. That is the chilling doctrine now emerging from Cairo, Riyadh, Doha, and beyond. According to Al Jazeera and Analysts by Jane's Defense Weekly, several Arab states are no longer speaking in vague diplomatic tones. Instead, they are openly discussing the creation of a NATO-style collective defense pact for the Middle East. The latest trigger was Israel's daring strike in Doha, Qatar, targeting Hamas leadership. That attack pushed Qatar, normally a mediator, into aligning itself more firmly with Arab states calling for collective action. Outlets like AP News report the incident accelerated the push for an Arab military bloc. For many observers, this was the moment when Arab leaders realized words were no longer enough. Structural defense cooperation was needed. The history is long and filled with scars. Since the Arab-Israeli War of 1948, Arab states have occasionally fought together but rarely under a single command. The Yom Kippur War of 1973 was the last time a coordinated Arab coalition seriously threatened Israel. Even then, divisions soon fractured unity. When Egypt signed peace with Israel in 1979, the Arab world was split. Decades later, the Abraham Accords normalized ties between Israel and several Gulf nations, further complicating unity. Yet now, with Gaza under fire, Syria bombed, and even Qatar targeted, the idea of a regional defense pact has returned with force. The doctrine under discussion mirrors NATO's Article 5. An attack on one Arab state will be treated as an attack on all. Turkey today reported that Arab League meetings have outlined steps toward radar integration, shared command centers, and joint rapid reaction forces. Analysts suggest that while symbolic at first, even partial implementation could reshape the deterrence in the region. Militarily, the Arab bloc wields formidable power. Egypt operates more than 200 F-16s, recently upgraded with advanced avionics, and has taken delivery of French Rafales armed with Meteor air-to-air missiles. The kingdom is buying Eurofighter Typhoons equipped with AESA radars. Qatar has inducted both Rafales and Eurofighter Typhoons, with squadrons trained intensively alongside Western allies. The UAE, although its F-35 order is delayed, already operates Mirage 2000-9s and advanced F-16EF Desert Falcons, some of the most powerful F-16s ever exported. According to the Global Firepower Index 2025, this combined force rivals not just Turkey, but also several major NATO members in Europe. Naval power is another dimension. Egypt commands Mistral-class amphibious assault ships, Frem frigates, and Martin submarines. Saudi Arabia is modernizing its fleet with multi-mission surface combatants and corvettes. The UAE has invested in advanced corvettes and patrol ships to project power across the Gulf. Jointly, these navies could blockade, patrol, or project presence in the Red Sea, Arabian Gulf, and Eastern Mediterranean simultaneously. Missile arsenals remain the true strategic lever. Iran, while not formally part of the Arab League, complicates the equation by maintaining Shahab 3 and Sejil ballistic missiles, capable of striking Israel. Egypt has tested the Qair 90, with ranges exceeding 800 kilometers. Saudi Arabia's reported arsenal of Chinese-made Dongfeng 3 ballistic missiles, along with precision-guided drones, provides a long-range deterrent. The CSIS Missile Threat Project notes that if these capabilities were pooled, Arab forces could attempt to saturate Israel's missile defenses. Even with Arrow 3 interceptors and Iron Dome batteries, no system is completely impenetrable. But the risks are immense. Israel is not an easy target. The IDF operates the F-35 Adir stealth fighter, modified with indigenous Israeli systems for superior electronic warfare and strike capability. Israel possesses Jericho III ICBMs, potentially nuclear capable, giving it unmatched long-range strike power in the region. Its layered missile defense, Iron Dome for short range, David Sling for medium range, and Arrow 3 for long-range threats, is battle-tested, as Haaretz has observed, Israel could respond with preemptive strikes on Arab capitals, air bases, or command centers before the bloc even mobilizes. Neutral analysts warn the alliance idea is ambitious but fragile. The Arab League is notorious for divisions, rivalries between Saudi Arabia and Qatar, Egypt and Turkey, or even internal policy disputes. Economic ties with the West also complicate aggressive moves, yet shared anger at Israeli actions has created momentum unseen in decades. The economists argue this is less about preparing for war and more about deterrence, signaling to Israel that its actions will have regional consequences. The global impact cannot be overstated. The United States would remain Israel's staunchest ally, supplying arms, intelligence, and possibly deploying carrier strike groups to the eastern Mediterranean. NATO would be divided. Eastern members may back Washington's pro-Israel stance, while Western Europeans, already strained at Ukraine and energy crisis, might urge restraint. Russia and China, meanwhile, would almost certainly exploit the situation. Moscow could supply arms and advisors to Arab states, deepening ties beyond Syria. Beijing, heavily dependent on Gulf energy, could leverage the crisis to expand its Belt and Road infrastructure while undermining U.S. influence. Foreign policy warns this could evolve into the 21st century Yom Kippur crisis, dragging superpowers into proxy confrontation. Economically, the fallout would be severe. Oil prices would surge as Gulf producers face instability. Global shipping through the Red Sea and Strait of Hormuz could be disrupted, echoing the Suez Canal closures of past wars. Markets in Europe and Asia, already fragile, would tremble. The question remains, are Arab states truly ready to institutionalize a Middle East NATO? Some see this as a historic chance to finally unify Arab military might. Others view it as political theater, a bluff designed to deter Israel while avoiding real war. Either way, the symbolism alone changes the calculus. For the first time in decades, Israel faces not just isolated adversaries, but the specter of a united front. One wrong bullet, one miscalculated strike, and the entire region could ignite. This is not just a regional dispute. It is a potential global crisis with consequences for Washington, Moscow, Beijing, Brussels, and beyond. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest updates on global military geopolitics.